Here is a quick recap of what we've covered today. And the first thing is being really mindful that what we do repeatedly, we repeatedly do. So if we find ourselves in a pattern of getting to every single day, not having completed everything, we are training our brain to be the kind of person who gets to the end of every day not having completed everything. If we want to turn it around, we have to change some things so that we set ourselves up to succeed and to get to the end of every day having done the things that we committed to do. And if we do that every day, we become the kind of person who always wins it every day. It's about training our brain. And the second thing is remembering that we will tend to unconsciously expand the size of any task or activity to fit the amount of time we allow for it. So, if we want to use our time and focus well, we want to be intentional about managing, controlling the time that we allow to each activity. So, how does that apply? 3 steps. Number one, set a timer for each task or activity that we are committed to do in a day. Number two, focus on the task or activity in that time, not on getting to a certain outcome or point or achieving a certain milestone. It's about doing the task and letting go of needing to get it to a certain milestone or completion point in that day. That completely changes the energy with which we're approaching the task. When the timer goes off, stop, pins down, as it were, and move on to the next task. So we set the timer. When the timer goes off, we stop. When we're working on the task, we are working on the task for its own sake with no attachment to a particular outcome in the day. And step number 3, transition with intent. Let go of the past task, set ourselves up for success in the next task or activity by choosing how we're going to show up for it. And the secret sauce, take that opportunity to collect a little bit of data, to collect the nuggets on what are the things that moved me forward in the past task and the task activity that I just completed. And each time we do that, we're getting that beautiful, rich information that we can use to get into a momentum of small, incremental expansion every day. Picking one thing that we're going to change or add into the way we show up when we show up tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day. You can see why I get excited about this. It's so much fun when we get into that momentum.